All right, so as you can see, I've got the baby out here helping me with the video. She's a little fascinated by the flashlight that we're shining over here to kind of help light the video up more. She likes flashlights and reflections and stuff. Anyway, that's what that's all about. I know. So, quick story. I didn't really give this video a lot of thought, but it kind of hit. When I was 15, I met a man who was what I would define as a character. I think there's characters and role models in your life. He was a character. My dad was a role model. And this gentleman had another friend. He became my friend, who was also, he was kind of a split, a character and a role model. So at the age of 15, this guy was like, hey, if you can start my 1957 Harley Davidson Sportster, you can ride it. So after about 15 minutes, I got it started and went down this 2-lane blacktop road. And man, I was in love. I mean, just unbelievable. Had his helmet on, his jacket, none of it fit. And so at 16, I got my first Harley and brought it home. My dad was pretty pissed. And but my dad worked in a rock quarry, and it was American made. That was 40 years ago, and Harleys weren't cool back then, and that was it. I started riding then, and I've had a Harley ever since I was 16 years old. And 1995, the bride and I got married, and we actually had 2 Harleys then, and we went on our Harley honeymoon, and we rode together. She didn't ride her own bike. She always liked riding on back. I never was big about riding with people, didn't like that. And actually it was kind of hard for me to get used to her riding on back. I just kind of like being by myself. And that was the start. So in 2007, our oldest boy was 2. We just had our youngest boy. And we bought this bike. And we tried to take a couple trips, and it was just tough. Just leaving the kids behind with grandparents. And then we started thinking, what if something happens to the 2 of us? So my wife decided to step out. And so then it just kind of became, I would go. But I didn't really want to take a trip or go sightseeing or do anything. And I always enjoyed riding long distance, like 800,000 miles a day. Didn't want any short distance stuff. No interest to me. If I get on it, I want to go. And so then it just kind of became where I would go when there was a funeral, or when my dad was dying. I rode back and forth for 6 months and took the bike. And then when I got into trauma work, it kind of became that thing. I'd ride to Texas. And so I think last year I wrote a story called The White Horse, which is kind of about this bike. And so in the course of the years, the 2 guys that were instrumental in me getting into Harleys, both of them died due to cancer. And the 3rd guy, who was one of my role models, kind of role model character in law enforcement, he didn't die from cancer, but he actually died on his bike. And he was a Harley guy. And so I rode this bike to his funeral. And today was one of those days, that was just pretty much a normal day. We took the baby to the vet, routine appointment. I came home, and the youngest boy, he had a baseball game like 2 hours away. And I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to take the bike. So you might wonder, and you'd be like, well, what's the big deal? Well, the last time I rode this bike was almost 2 years ago. And I rode to Texas to see a friend of mine, firefighter, died in line of duty. And on the way back, I didn't realize I was infected with a pretty significant tick bite. Ended up hospitalized, health issues. Made me allergic to all mammal products. So a little fun fact for you, it's called the alpha-gal syndrome. You can Google it. It's becoming more mainstream, more people are getting it. And so the last time I rode the bike, I was really, really sick. I mean, I came in hurt and shortly after that was hospitalized. A friend of mine named Robin was diagnosed with cancer. Fabulous woman. And she fought it for a long time. And then she called me one day and she said, you know, I'm done. I'm not gonna win. And I asked her, I said, well, Robin, you know, what are you gonna do? It was the last time I ever spoke to her. And Robin said, I'm gonna get busy dying. And that was the last thing she ever said to me. She died shortly after that. When I came home today from taking baby to the vet, I just looked at the oldest boy and I said, you know what? I'm gonna go to Wyatt's game and I'm gonna take the bike. And he's like, well, you haven't ridden in almost 2 years. And I said, yeah, I'm gonna get busy living. So the point of the video is, you know, for most of us, there is no positive from the word cancer. It's a disassociative word. It just isn't. I mean, it just is it's just the word just rings your bell, puts you in a bad state of mind. And I'm hoping that this video gives it a different spin. You know, the dying words of a friend, get busy living. You know, she said get busy dying, I'm saying get busy living. So there was plenty of work for me to do today, and I could have taken one of our trucks, or we got plenty of vehicles, or not gone to the game, 2 hours away. I jumped on the bike, and went. And had a great time, had a great ride. I'm home. And now I got some memories with the bike other than somebody dying. So that's the video. Down and dirty, simple. I'm gonna put in some clips from the ride. And hopefully, you know, it'll work for you. So I'm not gonna tell you who I am today because I say it on the bike. Hopefully that part of the video came out. And anyway, so enjoy the clips, enjoy the videos. And 40 years, man, it's a long time. A lot of good memories. And so I'm gonna get the baby up. Betty, come here. Come here. No, come here. Look over here. No, come here, come here, come here, baby. All right. Sit. No, I don't want you to blush. You gotta sit. All right, there's the baby. Hey, what are you doing? All right, so that being said, enjoy the video. Hey, I forgot one thing. I'm going to show you in one of the clips that I did was that one of the guys, the character role model that was into Harleys, but he wasn't in law enforcement. He gave me a pocket knife. I've carried it in every coat on every bike for 40 years. So you'll get to see it, but it wouldn't make much sense if I didn't tell you that little bit, because when you see it, you'll understand what the pocket knife's about. But yeah, for 40 years I've carried it in the left pocket of every jacket. We're wearing all high-tech stuff now. We used to wear nothing but leathers, but this stuff has got pads, and so if I go down, it'll, you know, maybe keep me in one piece. And even wear a full-face helmet now. So things change. Anyway, enjoy.